I very much enjoy talking to business groups because I've always had two things. I've always had a connection with education. I used to be Lord Rector at St Andrews, which you will know is the oldest university in Scotland. And I'm now a visiting professor at Cornell, which is the Ivy League college in New York. And I go and talk to the students there about various things that I'm interested in. But I also talk a lot to businessmen about aspects of management. It's not so much finance, which I've never been able to get interested in. Yeah. But I talk to them a lot about creativity, which is something I think the thing I'm best at is teaching people to be creative, because it's much simpler than the books say.
You mean bring creativity to what might be seen as a big blue chip without a beating heart?
Well, I mean to an individual primarily, which is because it has to start with individuals, and I can basically take individuals, even if they're sitting in groups, and say, this is what you need to do if you want to be able to come up with more creative and innovative solutions for things. Yeah. And the amusing thing for me is the people who always get bored are the women, because they think in a more creative way than the men. The men are trying to control everything, and when you try to control everything, that stifles your creativity. And it's very, very counterintuitive. So people kind of know in their gut what I'm saying is right, but it's contrary to everything they've ever been told. So there's a kind of struggle going on inside them, and that's why if I can do the seminar, which lasts 3 hours, it works better, because it's not a question of informing people, it's a question of persuading them. It's as though they half know it, but they don't have any faith in it. There's a very good book by a guy called Daniel Kahneman, Kahneman, a psychologist, and it's about slow and fast thinking. And I do a lot of reading in that area because it pertains to the creativity talks. But basically, the creativity lessons are so simple that people are just constantly recycling the simple principles in different ways. But Kahneman's thing is very, very interesting, and just shows how certain of our impulse thinking, it works very well in some situations and not in others. And we do too much fast thinking, and we don't do enough quieter contemplative thinking, and that's where women have it over men, because they mull things over more, whereas men feel they've got to be like that.